Hello, all. Welcome to the lecture series on effective technical communication. And in this particular session, we will be looking at operations manual. Okay, so the fourth unit of your effective technical communication is solely devoted to manual writing. And we have already looked at two kinds of manuals. First is your user manual, second is your product manual. And this today, the kind of manual that we will be looking at is operations manual. Okay, now, operations manual is different from user manual and product manual. Why? Because user manual is completely user oriented. Product manual is also user oriented. Of course, I mean all these three manuals are user oriented only. But user manual is a particular kind of a manual which talks about your, uh, you know, for the operations of the particular product. Now, product manual talks about the physical features of the product. Okay, and this particular manual, it is going to talk about the organization. It is going to talk about the details pertaining to an organization only. So the organizational constitution, the workings of the organization, the various departments, the work hours, the various policies, and all of these things are included in your operations manual. All right, now, yeah. So it basically gives you important organizational information such as operations procedure of the organization, and it also covers a wide range of topics with regard to the organization. Okay, so every minute detail about the organization is mentioned in your operations manual. Okay, so operation manual is synonymous with your organizational constitution and the organizational function. Okay, now it is basically an organizational information about the operations procedure of the organization, and it talks about business operations. Okay, like introduction from leadership, company history, and company details. So the history of the company, okay, how the company came about, what are the, in which context the company came about, what was the setting, in which year, in which era. So all of these things are required to be included. Contact details, so the contact details of the organization. So if you want to, you know if you want to reach out to the organization for anything, suppose for, in order to be recruited, or for any other purpose, for collaboration or anything, so for that reason, you need to give the contact details, and the contact details are included on the organizational website only. But of course, you get it in the manual as well. So where you will be given the email address, okay, of the HR, or you will be given the email address, and you will be given the telephone number, phone number. So all of these things, company contact details will be included. Okay, then comes emergency procedures. So if there are emergency operations which are required to be done, so what are they, how they are done by the organization, how they are taken up. Okay, security measures, employee duty and schedules. Schedules as in, from what are the work hours of the employees, the financial management procedures. Okay, the human resources policies, uh, manufacturing and warehouse operations, customer service standards, and marketing and sales guidelines. So all of these things are covered in your uh, operations manual. Okay, now, just like every other writing skill, every other manual writing, you also have here the format of an the format of an operational manual. Okay, so basically, it contains two broad sections. First is your critical organization information, and then operations procedure manual. So all of these are two important, broad areas under which are included in your operation manual. So let us take a look at the critical organizational information first. Okay, so this section mainly includes the introduction to the manual, the introduction and profile of the company, its vision, its mission. Okay, so what are its aims and objectives, what are its vision, what are its mission, what is its motto. Okay, because every organization emerges out of a particular ideology rather than an idea. So uh, that is the reason why you need to know uh, about the vision and mission of the organization, because again that also kind of it is also an ethical foundation on which the organization is built. So vision and mission are extremely important in that way. Okay. The selected areas of the organization, its various subunits, assuming different roles and handling certain responsibilities, and also includes administrative divisions like composing division, press division, finishing division, engineering division. So basically the critical information, sorry, so basically, your critical organizational information includes information about all the essential units which are constituting the organization. Okay. So this section contains essentially that. Then comes your organization responsibilities. Okay. So now here basically you get an actual description about the tasks and responsibilities of the various divisions. So unlike the previous section, you get a critical insight into the actual functioning of the various divisions in the organization, which includes financial and management division, the production, planning, control. So organization and responsibilities includes an in-depth, study of the actual roles and responsibilities of the various people, and what roles and what responsibilities these various, units perform in the organization. Okay. Then comes organizational control and supervision. Now, this section talks about the units supervising and keeping an eye on the operations going on within the various departments of the organization. Now, these units act as a watchdog of the organization functions. Okay. So, basically this unit, the function of this unit is to supervise and to monitor whether everything or all the functions in the organization are going on properly or not. So that is the function of this particular unit or this particular section. uh, then comes your organizational procedures. Now, this section contains information about the procedures. Now, this is one of those broad sections, like I told you, the second of the two broad sections, which contains information about the procedures or approaches followed by each division of the organization with regard to their task. So, how you approach a particular problem, or how you approach a particular project, how what is your what is your way of doing things. Okay. And it gives a detailed information about the methods adopted by the various different units, okay, to do their tasks, and the reasons why these methods are adopted in the first place. So all these things are included, in this section. Okay. So it is like a study of the procedures that each of these sections take up while doing their organizational task. Okay. Now, the third is organizational policies. Now, this is the most important section. Now, terms and conditions are something that you have come across in your product manual as well. Now, here, organizational policies for this operation manual, it talks about the works and leaves. Okay. So, what is the policy of work, and what are the leaves, like the number of leaves that an employee will be able to take? Okay. So it can be, you know, in case of your college, the employees take leave based on if they have academic work, if they are taking casual leave, okay, or if they are taking sick leave. So the number of leaves that you are permitted to take. Okay, and in other words, this section, organizational policies, contain information about the rules and regulations of a particular organization. Okay, so what are the rules and regulations, okay, that you as an employee are required to adhere to if you are working for the organization. Okay, so these are the different or the various different sections that you get, for your operations manual. So this operations manual is solely devoted to organization, the constitution of an organization, the working of an organization, the function, the procedures with regard to those functions, and you also get information about the rules and regulations of the organization. Okay, so this is your operation manual. So with this we complete the fourth unit. Okay, so we have got like three different types of manuals in the fourth unit, and with the operation manual we come to the end of it. So I'll meet you again in the fifth unit. Till then, thank you for listening and listen to the lectures properly. Thank you.